So this is a video about beginning standing stitch of each row when you make the filet crochet. When you make filet crochet, and I'm making the single filet crochet, which means between each square is made up of one double stitch, one chain stitch, and a double stitch. And that's a hollow square. And a filled square is made up of simply replacing the chain stitch in the middle with a double stitch. And usually when we start a row, we do 3 chain stitch as a standing double stitch, and then we make another chain stitch, and then we kind of, do the double stitch and count that as a hollow square. But I'm not a big fan of the chain stitch as standing stitch part. So what I'm using, which will give you more symmetric, like beginning and ending of a row, like the beginning won't look like a thin, like string of chain stitches, but it will actually looks more like a double stitch. No chain stitch as the standing stitch for the row. Just simply turn your fabric and into the space as do a single stitch, and then just put your hook under the front strand of the single stitch you just made and make another single stitch. So that will be your first double stitch, and I'll show you. And this pattern calls for like a sort of like a solid edge. So it's 3 double stitch on the side. Yep, like that. We'll fast forward to the end and we'll turn around and do another, do this one again. Okay. So I'm finishing up this row, and because the last row when I began it, this side, this was actually 2 single stitches as 1 double stitch, the method I just showed. So I have a very, instead of having to make the stitch into the 3rd chain, it just simply make it on top of the 2nd double stitch, second single stitch from last row. Okay, so what I do is after I finish, turn around your fabric, and without making a chain stitch as the beginning standing, just simply into the first space, do 1 single stitch, and then into the front strand of that single stitch, we make another single stitch. So basically 2 single stitches count as 1 double stitch. Okay, so that's the no chain double stitch beginning.